what we're seeing in many, many countries is a decline of trust in each other, but especially in government. And so it varies. I think in the Scandinavian countries it hasn't dropped as much, but the drop in trust is big in the United States and in many, perhaps most countries nowadays. And I think there's at least two reasons for this. One is the rise of the internet and social media means that whatever was happening before, much was hidden, we didn't know about it. So it may be that we're not getting any, or it may be that our governments are no less dysfunctional, no less corrupt, or more corrupt, I should say. But it's just that now we all know about it. And it's not just that we know about it, we know about things that aren't even true, or maybe we're more likely to hear such things. So I think one of the reasons that so many democracies are having trouble at the same time is because of the very rapid recent rise of social media and the discovery of how various moral and political entrepreneurs can use it to hurt whichever side they want to hurt. That's part of it. But I do think there's also a change in leadership and moral leadership. What I mean is that there were older WASP ideas. So as I said, I'm Jewish. My grandparents came to America around 1905 from Russia and Poland, and Americans of their generation, especially my parents growing up in the 1940s and 50s, wanted to assimilate to the WASP ideal. And while my parents couldn't join the WASP Country Club in Scarsdale, there were obstacles like that, but they weren't big obstacles. As my father puts it, the economy was booming, it was wide open. If you had the goods, if you had the ideas, if you had the work, you'd be successful. So there was a kind of a WASP culture that whatever its faults, they did have ideals of leadership that have been gradually replaced. I think David Brooks and some other people have really commented on what happens when leadership, or I should say, achievement of high status it shifts over to doing really, really well on tests. And so in America and many other countries, we have an aristocracy based on test performance that got you into the top schools and then the top graduate schools or law programs. And when honor or honors means I did best on the test as opposed to a sense of honor, it may be, I don't know what data we could find on this, but it may be that many of our leaders just don't have the same notions of honor that they used to.